Hi, boys and girls. Today, this is Mrs. Mayer, and today we're going to talk about some word work. Before we left for break at our school, we had talked about how we can add a prefix to the beginning of a base word or root word to change the meaning. We had practiced that if you add re, it means again, like if you redo something, you do it again. We had also talked about pre, which means before. If you pre-write, then you write something before you do your story. And we had talked about un, which means not. So if we had unhappy, it would mean we were not happy. Today and this whole week, we are going to practice adding a suffix to a word to change the meaning. And a suffix goes at the end where the prefix went at the beginning. So today, we're going to practice just a few of the suffixes that we could add. A few weeks before we left for spring break, we had talked about that we could add ER or EST to a base word. So these two columns are just review for us. We know that if we had the base word or root word big and we added ER, it would mean bigger, which would mean it's a more big than it was before. If we added EST, it would be biggest and it would be the most big, right? We can do that same thing for high and higher and highest, loud, louder and loudest, and bright, brighter and brightest, tall, taller, and tallest. The thing I'm going to point out about my last word here is the word cute actually has an E already in it. So when we add the ER, we just actually add that R. So it's cute, cuter, and then cutest, same thing. All right. Another suffix that we're going to practice today is another kind of ER. This kind of ER is a person who does something. So if we have the word teacher, it is a person who teaches. Catcher, a person who catches. Driver is much like cute in that it already has an E on the word drive. So we just added that R to make driver a person who drives. Speaker, leader, and builder. Another suffix we're going to practice this week is the suffix of less. Less means without. So if we add less to the end of a base word or root word like job, then it would be without. So jobless means without a job. I had a job and now I'm jobless. Useless, fearless, without fear. Harmless. Sometimes we say certain snakes are harmless, which means they're without harm. They won't hurt us. Homeless and hopeless. Another suffix that we're going to practice this week is the suffix of ly. Ly is how something is done. If we do something in a sad way, we might do it sadly. So, or quickly. Sometimes we finish our work very quickly, meaning we do it in a quick way. Lonely, bravely, quietly, and softly. You'll notice that on lonely and bravely, we have that magic E, and in this case, the magic E just stays. You just add the suffix at the end. The last suffix we're going to practice this week is adding full. Full is probably the easiest one because it has the word full. We just took away one of the L's. So if we're painful, it means we're full of pain. It makes it easy to think of that meaning. Cheerful, full of cheer. Helpful, if we're full of help. Careful, and stressful and thankful. So boys and girls, we're going to do some practice this week, adding these suffixes to words and thinking about what the meaning is. How does that suffix change the meaning of the word when we add it? Look for a seesaw activity where you can practice this.